Hi everyone, welcome to Codecraft Academy. If you are coming for the first time, please do subscribe and click on bell icon for notifications. Please do like, comment and share the videos. Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on stack implementation using JavaScript. In this video, we will explore the stack data structure, understand its operations, and learn how to implement it in JavaScript. Let's get started. What is a stack? So, a stack is a linear data structure that follows the last in, first out or LIFO principle. This means that the last element added to the stack is the first element to be removed. Imagine a stack of plates. You add plates on top, and when you need one, you take the topmost plate. The same concept applies to the stack data structures. Stack operations. So stack have a few basic operations. So the basic operations of stack are like push, pop, peek, empty and size. These are the basic operations of stacks. So push operation is to add an element to the top of the stack. And coming to pop, this removes the top element from the stack. Peek operation returns the top element without removing it. And isEmpty operation is to check if the stack is empty. And size operation is to return the number of elements in the stack. So now let's create a stack class using JavaScript. Let me open Visual Studio VS Code. So here I'll be adding a folder, data structures, and let's add a file called stack. Class stack constructor. So here we'll be adding these dot items and we'll create an array with the empty size or with length 0. So whenever we create a stack object, this constructor will be called and then it creates an array called items having size 0. And as we discussed earlier, the first method is push. So push operation, as we discussed, it just adds an element or value to the stack data structure. So for that, what we can do is so here this operator or this keyword refers to the object which calls this method, like push method. So whatever the object that calls this method refers to this object or this keyword. Next is pop. So whenever we perform pop operation on stack, first we should check whether the stack is empty or not. For that, so whenever the stack is empty, we simply throwing an error saying that the stack is empty. If stack is not empty, then we simply perform pop operation, which actually removes the top element or top value from the stack. Next is peek. Peek operation is to return the topmost element without removing it. So for this as well, we should check first whether the stack is empty or not. So before that, we should actually implement whether a method to check if stack is empty. For that, what we can do is if this dot items dot length equals to 0, that means stack is empty. True. Else return false. So here if stack is empty, return or throw new error, throw new error saying stack is empty. Else simply return the topmost element. So here what we are doing is we are simply getting the length of the item, that is items array, and then to get the topmost element we should actually, length is always minus, the topmost index is length minus 1. So that's the reason we are actually getting the length of array and then we are subtracting with 1. This actually gives the index of topmost value in the items array, so which we are returning if element stack is not empty. So the final method is why it's showing error. Okay, so the final is size method or operation, which returns the length of the stack or size of the stack. Simply returns items array size. So this is the stack class which we created for our demo purpose. Now next we'll go one by one with all operations which we declared and defined here. That is, if you come with first push, let's test these operations whether they are working fine or not. So for that what we do is we'll create a object for stack class first, and then add values to the stack. 1, 2, 3. Now what we do is we just simply print and then see whether it's working fine or not. Console.log and then stack dot items. Let's run and then see. To run a JavaScript using Node.js, we have a command like node, and then the file is inside data structure source. So what we can do is src data structures and then the file, that is stack. See, if you see here, we added 1 2 3, all three values returned when we print using console.log. Now let's go with the second operation, that is pop. Let's remove elements from the stack. Console log stack.pop, and then I'll be removing one more element, not peak, pop here. So let's save and run it. So now we added 3 elements, and then we are removing two values from the stack. See, the 2 elements removed are 3 2. Now if you print the stack items after removing or doing pop operation, let's see, we should now get only 1 element, right? So here for the first console statement we get 3 values, and then we did pop operation, that is the 2 times. So the last top element is 3 first, and then 2, they got removed. And why didn't print stack.items when we do pop up? What's wrong here? We didn't save. Okay, yep, we didn't save, that's the reason it didn't print the last log statement. Now it's printing here. See here, 1. Now let's move to peak operation. Sol.log peak, stack.peak. But before that, let's add values to stack so that we'll get to know. So push 20 stack push 30. So now we added 2 more values to the stack. So the topmost value is now 30. So we should, when we use peak operation, we should get the topmost element of the stack without removing it. So now what I do is, I'll even print this items of or values of stack after doing peak operation. Let me see, and let me run it now. See here, we after removing values from the stack, that is 2 values, that is 3 and 2, we added 2 more values, that is 20 and 30. So the total is like 1 20 30. So the topmost value is now 30. So when we let me remove this is kind of confusing here. So this operation actually return the output as 30. If you want to see, let's see what is the last statement. See here, 30. This is about the peak operation. And then now check one more, that is whether stack is empty or not using isEmpty method. This should return false. And then even the size operation as well. Let me try that as well along with this. Stack dot size. This should return the length as 3. See here, this is false, and then the length of the stack is 3. So with this we are done with all operations, basic operations of stack. And then if you look at the complete code, this is how it looks like. We created a class, stack class, which having a constructor. I think you know the usage of constructor. Constructor is to instantiate, to initialize variables of a object during the instantiation or creation of object. So that is the reason we are using constructor here. Whenever we create an object for the stack class, this gets called, this constructor gets called, and then it creates an array called items with no values, or called zero size. And then so we have a total 5 operations: push, isEmpty, pop, peek, and then size. We even saw the usage of all operations and how it works. So this is the basic implementation of a stack. So there are a couple of use cases for which we can use stack, like this includes undo mechanisms or expression evaluation and more. So there are many real-time usages or use cases for stack data structure. Thanks for watching, and please do like, share, and comment. Please drop comments if you have any doubts or anything which needs to be explained, or which if you are interested in any other topic. Thank you again.